everyone is doing well. I figure I start this live stream a little early just in case something happens with the connection. Yesterday, we attended James and Karen's wedding in Balete, Aklan. Dazel, Lian, and I, we went to the wedding. It was an amazing wedding. We haven't really attended a wedding before, like a Catholic Church wedding here in Aklan province. I've been here 14 years and I have never attended a wedding like that. So it was an experience, just amazing. You can just tell so many people were happy, and it was just a fun event. It's like really happy for James and Karen. They have a YouTube channel, James and Karen Adventures. Provincial life in the Philippines. They're building a nice home up in Balete, up on a hill, like a mountainous area in Balete. Balete is really nice, Balete here in Aklan province, it's like the like produce, fruits, vegetables. They are famous here in Aklan province for fruits and vegetables. We go there often to get fruits and vegetables. I guess because of the soil they have there in Balete, Aklan. It's ideal for growing crops. All right, HD, all right. Hey, my brother, thank you, HD, for always being our moderator. Dan and Neen, my friends in California, thank you, Dan and Neen. Thank you for joining the live stream. Good morning. Mayad nga agahon. Oh, Alan, hey, howdy, Alan. Alan's still here in the Philippines, but Alan's origin is he lives in Texas. But I know Alan is still here doing work in Manila, but he will be flying back soon to Texas. So safe travels, Alan. I know you're eager to go home to your wife too, back in Texas. Dan, all right, Neen, all right, Dan. Hey, I understand how people stay busy in the United States. That's the common thing I get from people when I chat all the time. I text people all the time. I think that's what Dazel tells me. She gives me a hard time. She said, "Where's your mistress?" Dazel calls my cell phone my mistress because I'm always answering pretty much the whole day. It's like I have to check my phone messages, Messenger, WhatsApp, and then my email. But I like doing it because I like to have that personal connection with people. That's always with our channel. I wanted to have that. I just didn't want to like show videos and not connect with our subscribers. Joe Boyd, all right, sounds good. We were waiting for the live stream wedding, but there were, I think a lot of people were in, just here in Aklan province, the way it is here with, when we use our cell phone for data, when you use for data, it's just hit or miss. I mean, I could be in Calibo, and you would think I would get good signal in Calibo, and sometimes I don't get a signal. It's just the way it is. I guess the infrastructure here in our province is not the best as far as like cell phone towers, and that's how we would have used like this phone right here. I would have used my data on my cell phone. I don't think there was any place there around the church that would have Wi-Fi. Usually that would be your next thing to use as Wi-Fi. But now Starlink is becoming popular here in the Philippines. Not cheap, in my opinion, anyway. It's like I think Starlink charges. They raised their price. They were at around 2,000 pesos a month. Now they're like, I think 3,800 for the home service, and then it's a higher price for like they have a mobile Starlink. So you can pretty much go online anywhere in the Philippines, but that's over 5,000 pesos a month. A little steep for my blood. I'm frugal. I'm low budget. We're low budget on our YouTube channel, so it will be a while before I think I can afford like Starlink. HD. All right. All right. HD put their link. All right. Thank you, HD. You're always on top of things. Appreciate you, my brother. Vilma. All right. The sun. Oh yeah. That's what makes Boracay Island, Glenn and Vilma. It's like it's just that's one thing that Boracay has on as far as being on a white sand beach, clear water, and just to top it off, every sunset, man. They just have amazing sunset. Boracay was just blessed to be that island. That's why it's always voted like one of the top islands in Asia, in the world, because I've traveled all over the world too, and not many places I have found like Boracay Island, like a white beach, especially during sunset. I'm just amazed every time. Every time I'm watching the sunset. That's why it's called the golden hour in Boracay. I think the whole island, everybody that lives on the island comes out to a white beach and watches the sunset, because it's truly spectacular. I think the videos doesn't even do it justice. You're like when you're standing there, you're just in awe how amazing the sunsets are in Boracay. We got to see the different perspectives from the guests of the wedding. One from yes. I was going to talk about Michael and Kat and Laura from That Philippines Life. They were also at the wedding yesterday. Actually, they're having their 1 year anniversary of the Canadian Beaver this coming June. June 21st is the 1 year, and they're going to have a big celebration at the Canadian Beaver in Rojas City. And Dazel and I, we plan on going and supporting our friends on their celebration. Dazel always, Laura is like, the minute Laura sees Dazel, they got like a connection, because Dazel's really good with kids, and Laura just beams the minute she sees Dazel. I think she thinks Dazel is her playmate. That's why they have that bond when they see each other. Friend, all right, my friend, my brother, bless you. All right, thank you, my brother. I had a great time at the wedding. It just like, it felt good to be around that. It's like I was even telling James, I feel blessed that I was part of that, because James and Karen, I don't think you can find a more like suitable couple. They're just like. They have the same interests, same goals in life. You can tell they're just in love with each other, and it's just beautiful to see that. You know how it is. This world we live in. There's so much like things negative going on, and when you see something that pure, that pure happiness, it's just a good feeling to be around. And I was very blessed to be a part of that, part of their wedding, and part of them watching the ceremony. The reception was amazing. So same thing with Dazzle and Leanna. They really enjoyed. It was their first time attending a Catholic wedding too, so that was great for them too. Hey, there you go. There he goes. There's Alan. He goes, thanks, Yep, final few days here. Cloudy here. Here it's bright and sunny, man. I mean, I even have the fan on because it's like warm in the living room. I have the ceiling fan on and have the desk fan on, so I'm good. But it's already warm. It's not. It's just 8 a.m. and it's already warm. Of course, Dazzle is still sleeping. Actually, today, Dazzle and I don't know if you can see, my bags are packed. We're headed to Boracay Island today after the live stream, and then when Dazzle wakes up, we're headed to Boracay Island. And Dazzle and I will stay in Boracay Island for 30 days at a friend's Airbnb. My friend Rosalie, she runs Airbnb in Diniwid Beach, and we're gonna stay there for 30 days. Just Dazzle and I. Leanna's gonna stay home with mom. Uh, Dazzle and I, we noticed like since we took in Leanna 2 years ago, we haven't really been away for a extended period of time, just the two of us, and just had the opportunity. It's like I think perfect timing because when we went to Boracay a few days ago when we were there with Leanna, Boracay just looks so amazing. I mean, like the white beach is so clean, no algae on the water, crystal clear water. And I was just telling Dazzle, hey babe, why don't we stay here, longer just to see this? Because I know like June is to me is one of like the perfect time to go to Boracay, in my opinion, anyway, because from January to May, especially March, April, May, a lot of people in Boracay because of summer. Everybody's summer vacation for kids, so everybody in Boracay Island. June is kind of like that. Leanna's school starts June 16. So we already enrolled her. We already got her books. She already got fitted for her uniforms. All mom has to do is pick up her uniforms. So June is kind of like that here in the Philippines. Everybody's gearing up for school to start again. And they actually have this thing here in our province. I don't know if it happens all over the Philippines. They call it the Escuela School Brigada. And Escuela Brigada is where all the parents and kids, they go to the school and start cleaning up the school, cleaning up the classroom, the yard, because summer, the schools hasn't been used all summers. This is in public school now because Leanna attends Numancia Integrated School here in Numancia, and it's a private school. So Brigada Escuela, I think it's like coming up here soon. So you can tell it's like a school is gearing up again. When Dazzle got the school supplies for Leanna, lines already, people buying school supply, getting here. All the kids here have to wear uniforms. It doesn't matter here if it's private or public school. They have uniforms for kids. In public school, it's not mandatory, but I would feel bad if my kid wasn't like, everybody else in uniform and one kid or a couple of kids and not in uniform. So parents try to do their best to provide like a uniform for their kids, especially on the first day. It's like, how it is. The first day of school, it's kind of like, especially this first day of school, because Leanna's going to be first year high school. She's no longer in elementary school. So I know that's a big deal, even for Leanna. I know when she starts high school, she'll see her new classmates. You want to look nice. You want to look good in your uniform. Get that first day at school, and assemble your friends, your new friends. Because I know there's going to be a change with a lot of the kids that Leanna went to school. There's going to be some in there that continue at Numancia Integrated School. But there's a few that are going to school in Calibo now. And then there's new kids coming in from different barangays here in Numancia. Because I think Numancia Integrated School is one of the few high schools in the entire Numancia. So a lot more kids are going to be joining Leanna from here from Numancia. Red, all right, Cloudy. Avery, all right. Glad you can make it, my brother. Thank you, Avery. Oh, thank you, Avery and Merly. Thank you. Hey, Glenn, my neighbor Glenn here in Camellia Clan. Thank you so much, Glenn, for joining the live stream. Good morning, good morning. Kip, all right, my brother in Tucson, Arizona. I love messaging Kip and chatting with Kip because, I lived in Arizona. That was like Tucson, Arizona was my, before I retired here in the Philippines in 2011. My last 7 years in America was in Tucson, Arizona. Loved Tucson, Arizona. I used to be a road cyclist, and Arizona, Tucson was perfect being a road cyclist. I really enjoyed riding my road bike. I even mountain bike out in the desert. That was my thing, my activity when I was in Arizona. And I miss that. I no longer ride a mountain bike. I no longer ride a road bike. I'm going to be 59 in a month and a half here. So it's like I'm not taking a chance anymore. It's like last thing I need is like an accident on a bicycle. And here, challenging here anyway, because the roads here, I'm sure everybody knows, it's like people don't really follow rules of the road here, and an accident will be the last thing I need, in the Philippines on a bicycle, because you can get really hurt here in a bicycle. Danin, Gino, looking good, brother. Boracay. All right. Hey, I know, man. Boracay, man, it's always been my happy place. That's why I made that video even that I said, Boracay, if I had to leave the United States right now, if I had to redo it all over again, Boracay would still be my first stop. That would be my destination retirement. And I'm even thinking, Dazel and I, we're always talking about it. It wouldn't surprise me if in 3 years, once I collect my Social Security at age 62, it would not surprise me if we move to Boracay. Because for me, it's my happy place. I know Boracay's not perfect. A lot of people, there's people that don't like it because touristy and all that. But for me, it's just my happy place. The tourists don't bother me in Boracay because majority of the tourists in Boracay, they're all on White Beach. It's called Front Beach, where that long, almost 4 kilometer beach, white beach, white sand, station 1, 2, and 3. That's where most people congregate in Boracay. But there's many beaches in Boracay that people don't visit, or if you go, like the place where we're staying, Dazel, we're gonna be by Diniwid Beach, and I'll film there. I'll film in Diniwid when we're there. In the morning time, there's hardly anybody at Diniwid Beach. I know if I walk at Diniwid Beach in the morning, I might see a couple of dogs out there, but there's not many people at Diniwid Beach. And we're bringing Chloe this time. Chloe, she had our Shih Tzu. Chloe has anxiety when Dazzle and I aren't around. She gets sad. So we weren't going to leave her for that long. We're going to bring her with us. But it's just like my happy place. Boracay is definitely my happy place. When I'm in Boracay, it's like I don't really have to do anything. It's like I can just hang out at the beach. I enjoy my morning walks. I enjoy the sunset. Not expensive for us to stay in Boracay. The Airbnb that we're staying, my friend Rosalie. For a 1 bedroom, fully furnished, Airbnb, free Wi-Fi. She charges like 20,000 pesos. So calculate that in my head, maybe around $350 a month. So it's like you pay that for 30 days, and you can enjoy Boracay. I like it because the Airbnb, we're able to cook. Dazzle and I, we can, from our Airbnb in Diniwid, is walking distance to City Mall Calibo. City Mall Boracay. So we can just walk up. It's a hill, it's a hill going up the City Mall Boracay. We can get our groceries and we can cook. So that's one of the things I like about staying at the Airbnb. In hotels, you're stuck at buying ready-made food already. So I like the Airbnbs in Boracay because you can cook. And people have asked me before about apartments and Airbnbs in Boracay. There are plenty of them, and it just depends on your price range. But for a 1 bedroom, fully furnished, that's about the right price. 20,000 pesos, about $350. If you want to go on the high end, condominium style with a view of the ocean, a view of the golf course, private beach, New Coast Boracay would be the place. But it's about double the price, almost around the 40,000 peso range, about $750 a month. But it's like modern hot water, you name it. It's like living in a condo in the U.S. You know, it's not like the Airbnb we're staying. It has hot water, so that's a bonus for Dazzle and I this coming month. But it's more Filipino style. You know, it's got a little nice balcony, so I know we're gonna enjoy because I filmed that Airbnb before on one of our videos, and I'll film more of it so the video is updated because I haven't been there in a while. A few of our subscriber have stayed there. Jack, Xander has stayed there. So there's a few that have stayed at my friend's Airbnb. It's called the RAV Residence. It's on Diniwid Beach. HD Starlink issues because it was stormy day. The signal comes. Oh, okay, yeah. It was yesterday at the wedding. It was hot. Like we got there around 9 when the wedding started. I was amazed. Like the wedding started on time. You know, I was thinking on the drive there. I told Dad, "Oh, we got plenty of time. Nothing ever starts on time here." But when we got there, people were already in the church. You know, I was like, "Whoa, 9!" You know, it's like they started on time. But so it was hot. I mean, I'm talking from about 9 to 11, around 11 during the wedding. It was hot because you can tell when I was filming outside, it was just like, it was cooking out there. It was hot. And then around 11:30, you know, when we were at the Civic Center to start the reception, man, it downpoured. It was just like a downpour. I mean, you can even feel like some of the rain coming into the Civic Center. But it was nice because we were all sweating. So it was refreshing actually. And then after the downpour, it was cool air the rest of the time. So very blessed. You know, even the lady that was talking, you know, emceeing, and even the guy that was emceeing, they were saying that that's a blessing, you know, that it rained like that, it cooled us all off, you know. It was just a great event, you know. It was just fantastic to like experience that, you know. It was just so much fun for all of us. There's no Verizon, Alan? I don't think there is. I've never heard Verizon. I don't ever heard Verizon here. I think a while back, Alan, I remember a friend of mine had Verizon in the US, and he would like be able to use his Verizon phone here. I'm not sure if that's still available now because I know a lot of people, they keep their US phone and then when they come to the Philippines, they're able to use it. Of course, exorbitant fees, I'm sure, because you're using your phone abroad. But people do that. People do that. I know people that carry around two phones here, like their U.S. phone, and they get a unlocked phone. They bring an unlocked phone from the U.S., like a smartphone or an iPhone that's unlocked, and they just put the SIM card, the Smart or Globe SIM card in the Philippines, and they're able to text and call locally, but they're also able to call or text in the U.S. You know, it's like me. I just gave that all up. You know, once I got here to the Philippines, I've been with Smart, and my number's been the same. The 14 years I've been here, I had to have the same SIM card. Dazzle actually gives me a hard time because my SIM card still says 3G on it. I guess I'm supposed to go to the office in Calibo to upgrade it to the 5G, and I get to keep my number. But I'm just too lazy to go there because there's usually a lot of people there, you know, and I don't like crowds and waiting. You know, it's like I try to avoid. It works, you know, the phone works. I just keep as long as it's working. The minute it stops working, then I'll go over there. Peter Taylor, thank you for joining the live stream, my brother. Appreciate you. Good to see you. Good to see you on the live stream, man. Doug Henderson, hello Gino. Starlink for home is $2,700 a month plus the cost of equipment. Ooh, yeah, I know. It's not. I know. I heard though that they raised the price, so I'm not sure. Because I don't subscribe to Starlink, so I wouldn't know. But I have heard like not a couple of weeks ago or a week or 2 weeks ago, they raised the price here in the Philippines in a significant raise. It was like $20 rate like 1,200 was the that they raised the price. I wasn't even subscribed at the lower rate, so no way I'm gonna get the Starlink now. I'm just too frugal, man. It's like we're on a budget. We're on a budget here. My military pension is nice here. I'm not complaining. I'm happy with my military pension. We're able to save, but I just like saving because I rather save and put away money for Dazzle and Leanna someday, just in case something happens to me. I'm always like putting away money for them. Once I get my Social Security in like 3 years, it will be better for us. We'll be able to afford Starlink and things like that. But now I'm keeping it low cost, low cost. Like this vacation for 30 days, this is enough for us, for Dazzle and I. This is gonna be like our. I had saved money for the year because this year, the past April, Dazzle and I, we celebrated our ninth wedding anniversary, and we were supposed to go to Singapore. I wanted to treat Dazzle and go to Singapore, but she didn't want to fly. So I had money saved. That's why I was thinking, June was coming, and I was like, I asked Dazzle, babe, why don't we just stay in Boracay for a month? Use the money that I had saved already, and she said, all right. So I'm like, and then mom's here to take care of Leanna. Leanna starts school June 16th, so I'm only gonna be gone for the first 2 weeks of school, and Leanna's pretty much on autopilot now, man. She's she's a great student. Leanna's big on being on the honor roll, being top in her class. She doesn't want to break that. So I know she still needs me for the harder stuff. Like now in high school, she's gonna have advanced math because they started with algebra already. So I know it's gonna get more difficult in high school for the advanced math and science. She might even start seeing physics or something like that, and I know she's gonna need me for that. So, but now the first 2 weeks she should be all right. She can handle it, and it's not like we always we'll video chat with her anyway while we're in Boracay. She always calls Dazzle and I when we're not around. When we're going somewhere, she's always video calling us and asking us, "What are you guys doing?" We strap the Starlink to your back. Edgar, that's funny. But they do, man. They do have that Starlink now. I heard that Starlink portable. It's it's the thing is with the Starlink here, even with the portable. When you buy it here in Calibo, you got to get put on a waiting list. Even it's not like you go there, you purchase it, and you're ready to go. It's not. I guess they're not having enough of the equipment. They have to put people on a waiting list to receive it. We're pretty far from Manila or Cebu, so I'm sure it's getting bought there, those equipment. So by the time it gets to Calibo, we're in the province here. When you're in the province, man, I guess we get the scraps. We're like the last in line. So people are on a list just to get the equipment. So, but not a big thing for Dazzle and I because, like I said, it's too rich for our blood right now. I'll wait. I was hoping they drop the prices or something on the equipment or something, but it doesn't look like they're dropping prices. It looks like they're going up even. FYI for everyone, the Starlink info that you buy in the US does not work here in the Philippines. It's actually cheaper to buy in the US. Oh, wow. Thank you, Alan. Alan, that is his work. Alan's in telecommunications. So listen to Alan. Alan knows what he's talking about. I did not know that, Alan. Thank you for sharing that. I did not. That wouldn't surprise me though, because with electronics here in the Philippines, even your iPhone, even your good laptops coming from the US, they're always 20%, 20 to 25% more here in the Philippines. That's why, a long time ago, I made a video. I might have to update that video, make another video. I always tell people, if you're coming to the Philippines, planning to stay here in the Philippines, buy yourself a good laptop, brand new in the US, and and an unlocked smartphone or an unlocked iPhone. That way, when you get here, because it is more expensive here. I know they charge you more here in the Philippines for electronics because they have to ship it from the U.S. and there's that Philippines has like that 17% tariff on U.S. goods. So right there, 17%. You're already right off the bat. You're already paying extra for equipment from the U.S. And then of course, they gotta tap, add a little bit more for profit for shipping costs. Hey Joel, all right, all right. Hey, my friends, Joel and Eileen in Arizona. Glad you guys can make it. Glad you guys can make it. Thanks for coming online, guys. Dazel's still sleeping. Leanna's still sleeping. I don't know how late they stayed up. I know Dazzle was packing her backpack last night for our trip to Boracay. But I don't know how late they stayed up because, like I was telling my friend David in Canada, we were just chatting. He goes, "Ooh, he had sent me accidentally a message like during my sleep time. I think it was like 2 a.m. here." And I told him, I replied back, I said, "Mate, nothing wakes me up. I'm a heavy sleeper. It's like when I sleep, I sleep. And even if something wakes me up, like Totoy sometimes wakes me up because she wants to go outside. So I have to like open the door, let her out so she can pee. If I let her back in, I go back upstairs, I'm asleep. I've never had trouble sleeping. I'm always been a good sleeper. Oh, I always get at least 8 hours a night, and then naps during the day even. I just like during the day if I'm tired or I just go to sleep, and I never had a problem. Day, night, sleeping's never been an issue with me. Hey, Ria. Good morning, Ria. Glad to see you on the live stream. One of the things I was gonna say, I always make notes. I have my laptop open here. That way, I don't miss anything that I want to share. One of the things, I always communicate, I always message with people in the U.S., Canada, and I know, there's people going through some medical issues, people that have lost their loved ones recently, and I always keep them in my thoughts and prayers. It's always like it's a big thing for me. Like I'm big at keeping in touch with people. If you reach out to me and we connect, even like on WhatsApp or Messenger, I make it my I guess my job, or I make sure I keep in touch. I make sure I know who I'm talking to, and it's like, and I know I've been through that. It's like with my health issue when I had my cancer and my treatment. So I know that's just a tough thing to go through. It's like when you're going through, like if you're in stay in a hospital, days in a hospital, treatments. It's just I know how difficult that is. That's why I like to support people. Pray for them and hope everything works out. You will need Ellen. You need to activate here, but the same equipment will work. Oh, cool. Good to know. Yeah. Thank you, Ellen. That's a great tip, for people that's gonna plan on using Starlink here. Buy it in the U.S. and bring it here. I know my friend. Before he came here, he now lives in Orlando Island. I forgot but it's in Cebu, Lapu-La. It's an island, and he was telling me like before he went to the Philippines 2 years ago, he bought himself new electronic equipment. He was prepared to when he brought that here to the Philippines because he didn't want to buy it here, at the extra cost. Pat Waters Vlogs, magandang umaga, kaibigan, magandang umaga. AB, hi Gino. Hello, AB. Hello, AB. Hey, Vincent. All right, good morning, brother. My good friend. I think Vincent right now, I think he's in Iloilo. Vincent's been moving around the Philippines. He's been on vacation in the Philippines now for a few months. He was in Cebu City. He was in Tagaytay. his home base in the Philippines is Iloilo City. So he went to Bacolod. So I'm thinking he's in Iloilo City. I forgot to ask you, Vincent, where you were at, brother. I can't keep up with you, my brother. But I'm glad you're enjoying your vacation. I'm glad you're traveling the Philippines and seeing all your old friends here in the Philippines. I know it's an amazing experience seeing people that you grew up here in the Philippines. Now that you're able to travel and just enjoy the Philippines, it's a good feeling to be able to do that. OB, all right, OB. My good friend Olson and Aliyah and their son Isaiah in Columbia, South Carolina. Magandang umaga, kaibigan. Red, it looks like a special group vloggers, all from the similar. Oh yeah, we live so close to James and Karen. From our house here in Numancia to Balete, it's 30 minutes drive, easy. It's like that's why Dazel and I have gone, like vegetable shopping there, fruit shopping in Balete. Excellent price too. I mean, they got to have the cheapest fruits and vegetables in our province of Aklan because Dazzle had like two full bags of like bananas, avocados, jicama. I mean, she got like two full bags, and it was like 400 pesos. It was like $7.50. I mean, they're still in the house. There, you can see in the back there. There's the jicama and bananas in there, and we've been eating it since we got home last night. And now that they're there, now that we got friends there in James and Karen, I'm sure every time we go to Balete now, we'll stop at their house. Sergeant USA, all right, Daniel from Jacksonville, Florida. We're the Pinas family of Daniel here in the Philippines. Hey, my brother, glad you can join the live stream, my brother. 30 days. Oh, I know, Glenn. 30 days is gonna be awesome. And like I said, it's like it just worked out. It was like we have the chance. We have a good friend that runs the Airbnb there, and she had an availability because usually from January to June in Boracay, it's hard to find availability of anything in Boracay as far as long term. Hotels, no problem. You always have hotels, but long term, like 30 days or more, January and June, you have to pay more. Come July to December, it's going to be cheaper because July is like the start of rainy season. Parts of June, actually, I'm sure we'll see rain, but I love rain. I got my raincoat actually. I'm bringing my raincoat to Boracay, so I'm prepared. It's like it won't bother me at all to like do my morning walks in the rain. I'll just bring an umbrella, my raincoat, and I'll film. It's like I love the rain. So, but July to December, you get a cheaper rate in Boracay than January to June. If you're long term, if you're looking for an apartment. Longer Airbnb, it's cheaper. Some people will tell you that it's not cheaper, same price. Don't believe them. You can always negotiate. You got the negotiating power come rainy season because less sunshine in Boracay during July to December. You're in any time from July to December. The Philippines can get hit with a typhoon. And even though Boracay, we don't get hit much in Boracay with typhoon, if the typhoon's in northern Luzon or even in Leyte, we get the outer band. So we still get like strong winds and rain, So that's why, if you're planning a trip to Boracay, it's like you can always get better deals. You can negotiate the deals July to December. They're usually cheaper. You're usually cheaper in Boracay. There's kind of like that. It's called like January to June is the peak season is what they call it, and then from July to December is off season. But still, the whole year in Boracay, there's people there. Rain or shine, people come to Boracay. Tourists never. I mean, cruise ships come to Boracay even throughout the year. It's not like you can pretty much count on two cruise ships that port in Boracay outside there, like away from the by the ocean. They're about like maybe 500 feet away from Boracay Beach, and they'll boat people. They got those little boats that come out of those cruise ships. But pretty much the whole year, two cruise ships port at Boracay. They were building like a cruise ship port right at Katiklan at one point, but I don't know if they'll resurrect the project. It stopped, but they're also building a bridge. So I don't know. During my stay, I'm gonna ask the locals, ask maybe like the LGU officials at the local government people in Boracay. Maybe I'll ask them. I'm sure they can give me the lowdown on everything that's going on in Boracay. All right, Vegas Gambles. All right, I saw your comment there, my friend. Thank you for joining the live stream. Thank you for joining the live stream. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. Walang anuman, kaibigan. Walang anuman. Alan, Gino, watch out for the road near Diniwid Road. Access near the Microtel. The road floods a lot during the rainy season. Where your duck? I'm good, man. I've stayed enough in Boracay, Alan. I lived there for 18 months back in 2011 to 2012. And yes, many areas of Boracay floods. If you can believe it, it's a tiny island, but I guess especially in the alleys. There's alleyways in Boracay. I think they just didn't plan the alley right or built the road right or something. Many places in Boracay, it doesn't even have to be a typhoon or like a storm. It could just be like a downpour, and next thing you know, an alley is like blocked with water. But like I said, I know all about that, man. I used to like ride my bicycle, my mountain bike in Boracay all over the place. So I know, it's like certain areas in Boracay floods. But the thing with the floods in Boracay, it'll downpour, there'll be a flood, there'll be water. But usually in a day's time, the water's gone because the sun will come up and it'll dry everything out. People are used to it. The locals are used to it. I know the tourists, they get caught off guard with that, But when you're a local in Boracay, when you stay there long enough, it's just part of the deal in Boracay. I mean, they have improved Boracay because, like I said, my first trip, when I moved there, it was 2011. I would say, like, from the way Boracay is now compared to 2011, so much improvement. The main roads are like cemented now. It's like sidewalks. You got sidewalks. We never had that before when I first got there in Boracay. So it's like the beaches are clean. I mean, you can't eat on the beach. You can't drink on the beach. Your dog's not allowed on the beach. I mean, everything's not allowed on White Beach. So they've done a better job of cleaning up Boracay. Definitely, it had to be done because, like, I remember when I lived there the 18 months, Boracay was just out of control. I thought, my opinion anyway, because like I would jog in the morning and I was like on the beach jogging and I would see like Red Horse bottles, Tanduay bottles, and I'm like, where are these bottles coming from? Because from the night before, people are drinking out on the beach and just leaving all those bottles. So, none of that anymore. So for me, it's like Boracay has even improved from when I first got there in 2011. It's a little foggy. All right. See, Vincent, I thought you were in Iloilo City, man. I didn't know you were still in Tagaytay, man. You're a Philippine traveler, Vincent. I'm glad you're enjoying Tagaytay. The foggy weather. I know it's like cool weather. I like that kind of weather too. That's why I've taken Dazel twice to Baguio City, and we've been to Tagaytay. I've taken Dazel to Taal Volcano, Taal Lake. So I love that area because it's so different from the rest of the Philippines because of the cool weather. Escuela Brigada is equals school brigade. Yeah, that's it, HD. Thank you for the translation, my brother. But that's happening here in Aklan. probably next week they're gonna start doing that, and they do a lot of work, man. It's like a week long thing where they clean the whole school. Kids are sweeping, parents are sweeping, bathrooms, classrooms. They're cleaning it all up. I know Dazel's mom and Liana plan on going to Numancia Integrated School for the Brigada Escuela to help out. And I like that how the community kind of rallies, because in a public school here in the Philippines, they don't have a high budget. They don't have a budget for a maintenance crew and all that. The maintenance crew are the kids and the kids' parents, and I like that how community rallies, it's like because they just don't have the funds here. The government just don't have the funds to like provide for the schools. So the community and the parents have to rally. Hey, Mark, my biggie support group, my friend Mark. All right. Good morning, my friend. Good evening at your spot there, Mark. Glad you can make it. Glad you can make it. And good evening. All right. Morning, Gino. I finally made one of. All right, all right. Thank you, thank you. That's why, like, I even try to remind people about the live stream. I posted on the community, on my Facebook page, on the Dazel TV, Facebook. I just try to remind people because I can't schedule it now on my laptop. Because if I schedule it on my laptop and run it through my laptop, it doesn't run. So it's like it's one of those things, and it's like I have to work with what I got. That's why. I try not to complicate things, with our YouTube channel. I try to make it simple. That's why I try to do the live stream every Friday, same time, 8 a.m. here in the Philippines. That way, people can get used to it. It's Thursday evening in Canada and the United States. I try not to change that. I think for months now, 6 months at least, it's been the same, every Friday, once a week. I might do more live streams when I'm in Boracay. I'll have to see how the Wi-Fi is at Rosalie's Airbnb. I know I can't do it on the beach, man. The new beach is pretty remote, man. So I know I won't be able to do a live stream unless I find somebody with Starlink on Diniwid Beach. All right, Frederick, my good friend in Iloilo, FKZ2. All right, Frederick. Hope you're having a good weather, man. It's like excellent weather here this morning. Sun is already bright and shiny here. Dazzle and I were actually gonna take the bus, I think, or the plane, because we won't take our car because we're gonna be there for 30 days. And the parking in Caticlan it costs like 250 pesos to park our car in a secured parking area with CCTV and a guard. So that's kind of hefty for 30 days. So Dazzle and I, we were just planning on either taking the bus, or if we find one of those L3 vans, we might just rent the whole van for Dazzle and I, because I'm kind of nervous every time I have not ridden those, they're called L3 van, white vans. Usually you can fit, I think, about 12 people in there. It's public transportation here. Those guys just fly on the road here. They're always in an accident here. So it has me kind of worried if we have to ride it with a group. Because I was telling Dazel, we might just rent one. We'll walk to the main road here. We'll go to Cat flag them down, because there's usually like a waiting area where those vans are now in Numancia. And I might just negotiate on getting our own van, and then asking the driver to please drive slow, because this past month, this May, the L3 vans and even the series buses, even private vehicles here in Aklan, it's just been like one accident after another on the highway. It's just like my friend Tim, he lives in Las Vegas. He lived here in Panay Island, and me and him are chatting. I'm sharing pictures with him, and I was just telling him, man, I don't know what's going on in Aklan province and Panay Island. Just so many accidents, so many car accidents. So it has me worried. I'm not worried when I drive because I'm like a defensive driver. I drive slow, but hopefully when we get down to like the town hall here where the L3 vans are, we can contract one of the vans, and I'll tell them, drive slow. We're not in a hurry because those vans, they're just in a hurry here. It's like I think they're like. In a hurry because they want to get from Caticlan to Calibo and back. So, more passengers they can transport, but they just take too many chances and speed. Speed is their problem. They're like even when the roads are wet here, they're speeding on the highway. They're going as fast as they can, passing people where double yellow lines. They're like, it makes me nervous that if I have to ride one with a driver that's in a hurry. And then there's Tim. I mean, talking about Tim. Tim, we were just talking, about I was sharing all those accidents with you here in Aklan Province and Panay Island. It's just been even when we were in Balete yesterday, when Dazel and I were buying the fruits at Balete after the wedding. That is where that accident happened, where a semi fell on the cliff, and it's not a big, but it fell on the cliff, and the semi is still, turned over there facing. And I was like, and that area, that single area, has had 4 or 5 accidents within May. Where I guess it's just a bad curve where it wasn't engineered right. The bank on it wasn't engineered, and people just go straight into like the ravine there. It's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. Keep, all right. He goes, I used to hate people like Gino riding by my house, making it hard to get out of when cycling. All right. Yes, I participated in the L Tour. I did a couple of L Tour. L Tour in Tucson, Arizona was like it's called a century. It's 100 miles on your road bike. Or any bike that you want, but most of the time a road bike, because 100 miles is a challenge, a century is a challenge. And I remember we used to start it like early in the morning, like at 5 a.m. because Arizona, it gets pretty warm by midday. So you try to start the race like at 5 a.m. You hope you're done by noon. You hope you get that 100 miles done within 6-7 hours because it gets too hot in the afternoon. That's funny. That's funny, Kip. I used to ride a lot. My favorite place in Tucson, Kip, was at Old Spanish Trail, and I remember that was just like tons of bike riders back in this was like 2004 to 2011. Old Spanish Trail, long, flat. We love, cyclists. We love the flat because we can like really go high on speed when it's flat. And then at the end of it, there was a hill. There was a nice climb, challenging climb that you have to do. So that was my favorite place to ride my road bike in Tucson. Welcome to the D's life journey. Thanks, HD. Thanks. Gregory Reese. Hello, Gino from Jacksonville. Man, I got a lot of people from Jacksonville, Florida. That's all right, man. I love my people from Jacksonville, Florida. My other friend Rick is also from Jacksonville with Daniel. They're Jacksonville, Florida. My wife and I looked at your videos. Greg and Mercy retired. All right, retired Marine Corps. My brother in arms. We will be there in Boracay in October. All right. Let me know when you go to Boracay in October, because we're so close to Boracay. Even like from our house here, it takes me about an hour 15 minutes to get to Caticlan. So we even go to Boracay just on a day trip to meet people. We can leave here at our house at 6 a.m. and I could be at Real Coffee in Boracay by 8. Having my coffee at Real Coffee, spend the whole day hang out with subscribers, and then in the afternoon around 4 p.m. head back, and we be back here by dinner. So it's not hard for us. That's one thing we love about Aklan Province, and even here where we live in Numancia, is being so close to Boracay. It's really a treat for us, every time we go to Boracay. And that's the thing, when I appreciate Boracay more that don't live there. When I lived there 18 months, after a while, it becomes kind of ordinary, after, because like you get kind of landlocked in, it's an island, so you can't drive in Boracay. You can't even own a motorcycle in Boracay. There's a few people that own motorbikes in Boracay, but they're even cutting that down. You have to have a mayor's permit from Malay, the municipality of Malay, in order to bring a motorbike into Boracay. And they're going away from that anyway. Tricycles now are not allowed in Boracay as public transportation. The only tricycles allowed now in tricycle, gasoline powered, are the businesses. If you own a business for delivery, but very few. Most are e-trikes now, electric tricycles. So somebody asked me regarding like bicycle. Can you bring a bike? You can bring a bicycle to Boracay. You can bring an e-bike to Boracay, but only two wheels, and you don't need a permit from the mayor. They still have like I'm a while back. I remember they had a bicycle registration. I guess just to keep count of all the bicycles in Boracay. But I don't know if that program disappeared because I don't hear it anymore. But there are a lot of e-bikes here that are three-wheeled and four-wheeled. That's very common here in our community, here in Numancia, even in Calibo. You see a lot of these three-wheel and four-wheel e-bikes, kind of like little golf carts they are. And those aren't allowed in Boracay. You will not see that in Boracay. And you wouldn't want to bring that in Boracay anyway, because the hills in Boracay are steep. Those e-bikes are not gonna make those hills in Boracay. Even the e-trikes, when you ride an e-trike and there's a lot of passengers, they struggle. They struggle on the hills in Boracay. Boracay is not flat. It's an island. It's a small island, but a lot of hills in Boracay. I used to ride my mountain bike all over Boracay, so I know it's like challenging on your legs, on your thighs when you're in Boracay riding a bicycle. But make sure you message me, Greg and Mercy, when you're in Boracay. We would be happy to meet you guys when you come to Boracay. Jumpy, all right. Jumpy, you will have to find fishing spot. You know what, Jumpy? Dazzle wants to bring her rod and reel. I don't know if she can fish off Diniwi Beach, but she plans on bringing it. So we will see. We will see. We will definitely, during my time there, I'm going to ask the locals. Because I know at the Katiklan Port, there's many people fishing there. But I did not see many people fishing at Cagban Port. Because I think probably because it's Boracay, everything's not allowed in Boracay. I would not be surprised if no fishing is allowed in Boracay. You do see like spear fishing at night. I have seen that in Boracay, spear fishing, because you see their flashlight in the water at night. But I have not seen a single person with a rod and reel in Boracay. But I will ask. I will walk around. I'll see if I can find a fishing spot in Boracay. PC, all right, Kip. Walking to the store will be your deal. I know, right? From our Airbnb, Kip, we are close to City Mall Boracay, but it's up on a hill. I will film it, Kip, and you will see. It's like straight up the hill to get to like City Mall Boracay. But it's nice. City Mall Boracay, they have a Save More grocery. We can pick all the groceries we need. There's fruits, vegetables, and I'm sure there's like, I remember on the way up on that road, there's a few carinderias where Dazzle can eat if we don't want to cook. There's people that sell fresh vegetables on the way up that hill. So I'll film all that so you can share the experience, so you can see what living in Boracay, staying in Boracay long term would look like. I wanted to show that. During this visit, but I know we're gonna have a great time. I know Dazzle and I will have a great time, and I know Dazzle was even talking about she wanted to get up early so she can walk with me. So we will see about that, because Dazzle likes her sleep, but maybe because in Boracay it's just so the sunrises even are amazing in Boracay, so maybe Dazzle would want to see the sunrises too. Me, I don't miss it. It's like Every sunrise, every sunset, I'm out there. I'm out there by the beach. I'm waiting for it. I get to the beach like it's still dark. I'm eager to like see that sunrise on the beach and sunset, because to me that's part of the experience in Boracay. You got to take advantage of the sunset and the sunrises. It will be Dumaguete for me. Then, all right, Dumaguete. All right, all right. These journey. Dazzle and I went to Dumaguete. Many foreigners head to Dumaguete, and I can't blame them. Because Dumaguete, and it's not just Dumaguete City. People think of Dumaguete City. They see Dumaguete City, and they're going like, I don't want that. It's too crowded. It's not. I mean, Dumaguete. You got Darwin. You got Valencia. A little further down, you got like Sambongita. I mean, Dumaguete is a lot of areas where you don't have that crowd. But I like Dumaguete when we were there because there's a big, probably one of the biggest foreigner expat community here in the Philippines, and it's still growing because I think at one time they were on the list of like the top 10 retirement destination in the world, and that just sold Dumaguete to a lot of people, and I can see why. And I know a lot of my single expats, single foreigners, they go to Dumaguete because it's like a good meeting place if you're a single. If you want to meet a Filipina, start a life in the Philippines. I know Dumaguete is like it's kind of built for that, because the Filipinas, and they're not just all Dumaguete Filipinas. They come from Cebu. They moved to Dumaguete because they want to meet a foreigner. So, and to me, there's nothing wrong with that. People always say that, it's like, I can see that if a foreigner single, a Filipina single, well, to me, nothing wrong with that. Going to a place where you can meet another single person. If it makes it easier to meet a single person, why not? It's like, as long as nobody's married, I don't have any problem with people doing that. Bill Lloyd, hi Gino. It's from Southern Cal. All right. Sunny, 75. I remember, man, I lived in Southern California for many years. 1978 to like during the 80s, I lived in Southern Cal, in Long Beach. I graduated from Long Beach Wilson High. Go Bruins, go Bruins. Cool at night. Cool. Yeah, I know, man. I know all about Southern Cal. I love my time in Southern California. As long as, hey, man. To me, it's like, Boracay now. That's another thing I want to mention about Boracay. They are building an Asia Pacific Medical Center in Boracay, at New Coast Boracay. And there's one that's open now, open about a year and a half now in Calibo, Asia Pacific Medical Center, a brand new facility, 8 stories high, state-of-the-art equipment, MRI machine, you name it, it's in there. And they're building one in Boracay. So in a matter of years, once that is built, it's like Boracay will have a state-of-the-art hospital inside Boracay. So I think that's just going to attract more people. And if you go to New Coast, Boracay, I'll try to go in there. It's kind of private to go there, but I'll see if I can go in there during our stay. They're building more condominiums there, so it's not like people want to move there. People want to live in Boracay Island. Jumpy, when you make it to the Philippines, you, Dazzle, and James can go fishing. All right, for sure, for sure. All right, all right. We will all go fishing. And I know James and Karen, James mentioned to me, part of their honeymoon is going to be Boracay. So I know I'm going to see him in Boracay during their honeymoon. I think they're going to go to Boracay, Antique, Iloilo, and then Siargao. They're going to make it during their honeymoon trip. So I'm sure we'll see them. I'm sure we'll see them in Boracay during our stay. Hey, there's my sister, Ate Jude, Judy Atienza. That's my sister in Houston, Texas. Abby, my niece helped her. My sister always struggles with joining the live stream. Thank you, Ate Jude. I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you made it to the live stream, Ate Jude. Good to see you on the live stream. Rep Fred. God bless. Hey, God bless. God bless. All right. Good morning, good evening. Hey, Expat, my Brian, my good friend in Galveston County, Texas. Expat. Hey, I think Brian should be headed here to the Philippines soon. I'm waiting for you, Brian. Come on, Brian. Aklan Province is calling your name, my friend. We will have a good time here in Panay Island. You know, once you get here, Brian, you know we're gonna go on a road trip. I'm gonna take you to the Canadian Beaver. We're going to Iloilo, Antique. Your friend Larry at LNL that owns the resort in Antique. You know, we'll check that all out. We'll go visit all those places, and looks like you may have some rain starting around 3 p.m. Thunderstorm. Hey, that's common, HD. It could be bright and sunny, hot, sweaty hot in the morning. By noontime, there's going to be a downpour. But it's just a kind of reminds me a lot, Florida weather, Texas weather will be a downpour, it disappears, and back again. It's the heat. That's why we get all the humidity. So it doesn't worry me, but I got my rain jacket. I brought my rain jacket, HD, so not a problem. I got my umbrella. I always carry an umbrella, rain or shine, because I protect myself from the sun too. Dazel always make sure. Dazel's always like telling me, "Where's your umbrella, babe?" She'll like always pack the umbrella in my backpack. So not a problem. We're not driving this time, HD, because we didn't want to leave our car 30 days in the parking area in Katiklan. So we're either going to catch the big yellow series bus. I think they're a little safer than the van, the L3 van. Or if we get to the highway, if I flag down a van that's empty, I might just like negotiate a deal so he doesn't pick up any other passenger and he can slow down, because those vans make me nervous. I have not ridden those L3 vans since we bought the car in 2018. So it's been 7 years since I rode that van, because they just go too fast for me. So I'm hoping we see one that's empty when we go to the highway today. Because here in the Philippines, it's funny. Like in our, we live in a small town. Numancia is a small town here in the province. We don't have like a bus terminal or a van pickup point, jeepney terminal. We don't have a jeepney any terminal in our small community. I mean, our whole main plaza is so tiny. So it's basically Dazzle and I will stand there with our backpacks and our bags and Chloe, and we're just gonna stand there and flag people down. Flag a bus or flag a van and catch a ride to Katiklan. It's only about an hour. The way the vans and buses drive, it only takes them an hour. Usually it takes me an hour and 15 because I drive slow. But the buses and the vans, man, we'll be in Katiklan in an hour or less even sometimes. Eugene, good morning, Gino. Hey, good morning, Eugene. I haven't seen you in a while, man. I know you're here in Aklan Province, Eugene. I remember you used to communicate with us. I'm glad you made it to the live stream, my friend. I'm glad. We haven't hooked up yet. We need to hook up, Eugene. You need to contact me, and then we need to do a meetup. Jalen Bird, hey, hello, kapatid. Kuya, calls me Kuya. All right. I appreciate you, Jalen. You've been with our channel too for a long time, and I appreciate the support. My brother. HD, hi, Rev Fred, and with your spirit. All right. Dazzle has never worked since we graduated in 2016. There just isn't work here in Calibo or even in our small town that would be worth it, in my opinion. It's like she helps me with that channel. She does editing of the videos. She does all the thumbnails. I couldn't do YouTube without Dazzle. She does a lot with our channel already. And then now that we have Liana, we're focused on raising Liana. If Dazzle had to work, the job that she could get here in Aklan Province would be more likely in Boracay. So we would have to move to Boracay in order for her to work at the hotels, whatever in Boracay. That's where the employment is here in our province of Aklan. In Kalibo, most of the jobs in Kalibo are like, you work at the mall for like $5-6 a day. To me, it's not worth the money for Dazzle to work, and then be stressed with people, customer service type work. She's pretty good. We're both IT grads. She's good with the laptop. Good at. She studies all like the. I learned from her. She's the one that like the program to edit the videos, the program to do the thumbnail. Dazzle does all that, and she just shows me. Because if I had to learn something new now, man, I'm getting older, man. I don't pick up things like I used to. So Dazzle's more like she's really good at learning new things, and gadgets, even phones. Leanna's iPad, laptop. I mean, she's the. I always like when people meet us, like Ruben, like Frederick, and they said, I can't open Gcash. How do you do it? Dazzle's the one. She's the expert. She'll like show them everything, teach them how to open their account, help them open the account. I couldn't do that, man. So, just not enough, if we live in Boracay someday, maybe there's going to be opportunity for Dazzle to work there. We did open the Resto Bar a few years ago in Malay. We could see Boracay from our Resto Bar before, but that didn't work out because I'd gotten sick. And one thing I can say about owning a Resto Bar, and I knew this before we did it, it is not easy. It is stressful to run a resto bar here in the Philippines. Employees, customers, inventory. It's a lot of work. That's why, I'm retired now. It's like we actually opened that resto bar thinking I wanted to like, for Dazzle to have a business to run, because it was under her name. It wasn't under my name. The business was, but it's just hard. Business. If people ask me about opening a business in the Philippines, I would never do it. Like I did it once. I moved here 2011. We opened that bar. When did we open that? 2022. So it took me like 11 years to even open a business here. But I wouldn't recommend it just because it's too difficult. Too difficult to own a business here. Hey, dear HD answered you. Thanks, Apex. All right. I'm glad, HD, man. Thanks for the cover. B-Mac, hello from Texas on Starlink traveling through. Oh, nice. You got that mobile Starlink. Las Cruces, New Mexico. I have friends in New Mexico. My good friend Travis lives in New Mexico. Me and him, we were stationed in Korea back in the 80s, so... I'm still friends with him. We still communicate. It's like Las Cruces, New Mexico. 800 for equipment, 100 kind of. Ooh, that is expensive, man. That would be a hard sell here in the Philippines. At 800 for the equipment, 150 a month. 150, man, that's significant here in the Philippines. My mortgage on this house is $200, so 150. Whew, that is steep. That is steep for just internet, man. Huya, have you heard of Google Voice? People can use a US phone number or use the current number by using it. I heard that's an option for those bank. Oh, okay. I'll have to research it. I have not heard about that Google Voice, Olsen. Actually, I forgot something. My friend Gray that came here, he got Leanna a gadget, electronic gadget called Google Nest. I never even heard of Google Nest, and it looks like one of those things. And he said I have to register Leanna on Google Nest, for her iPad or something. And I'm like, I just haven't had the time this week. It's been a hectic week for Dazzle with the wedding, with Leanna's registration at school and uniform. It's just been busy this week, since we got back for a few days here before we had to, and then packing. making sure I have everything to go for a month in Boracay. So I'll research Google Voice and now the Google Nest. Greg got this equipment, electronic equipment. I think it's in Leanna's room, and Grace said, I have to register Leanna on Google Nest. I think Nest is that, and then he has an account that Leanna can use. So I'll have to see. I'll update. Red Fred, I know James want to get the portable Starlink. I do not know if he knows he will need to be on a waiting list. I think he knows already, Red Fred, because on one of the live streams, I heard James saying that he was going to go to Calibo and get put on the list. So he knows already. And he's been here a year already. So James knows how things work here in the Philippines. Sounds like a plan. All right, sounds like a plan. Jumpy. But it can be essential in places that have a difficult to access remote areas where service. Yeah, that's the thing with Starlink here in the Philippines. Like here in Aklan province. In Aklan province and Boracay, pretty much everybody is on Calibo cable. That's the main internet, fiber optics internet, our internet, which is pretty good. I mean, I can't complain. I get like 100 Mbps. My monthly bill is like $24. And it works great. I can do live stream, I can upload videos, and that's all I really need. Netflix, we watch NBA League Pass. So it's enough for us, that $24 a month on Calibo cable. The problem is Calibo cable in our province of Aklan, it's not everywhere. Like I know where James and Karen live. I think that's the reason why James got the Starlink, because he lives up on the mountain. They don't have access. Calibo cable hasn't made it up there, so that's why, many places in Aklan province are like that. And I think that's what's attracting. I've been talking to a few foreigners now. The thing with foreigners, I've noticed it's either they want to live in a city with access to Western amenities, or they want to live like in the mountains, away from people, away from the road, away from noise. So it's kind of like it's funny because now that I've been doing YouTube for 3 years, I communicate with so many people and I get different perspectives, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting how people look at life here in the Philippines. One thing I can say, there's no two individuals here doing the same thing. Everybody's kind of like doing their own thing, Some people like the beach. Some people like the mountains where it's cooler. Some people like the city where it's like Iloilo City with all the malls, the convenience, the IMAX, the SNR, So it's a good dynamic. I love talking to people because I get the different perspectives in life here. But one thing I would say is I tell this to a lot of people I communicate. You hear about people leaving the Philippines, they didn't like the Philippines, but the people that I meet all the time love it here, or even when they visit, they love it here. I guess because my channel is positive, I'm sending that message. I guess the negative people don't want to contact me, and the people that contact me want to come here, want to retire here, want to live here. So I guess that's why I don't see, people that are headed back to their country coming from the Philippines. I'm trying to think of even a single person that I've met. I can even say that I can remember a person that's come here to the Philippines to live for good and left. They're all here still. Alan, Texas Filipino bought Starlink in the U.S. for their. Oh, nice. I've watched the Texas Filipino down there in Iloilo. I've seen some of his videos. All right. Thank you. Hit the like, double tap, and all right. Thank you, D's Life Journey. Thank you. Banks consider Google Voice to be a VoIP, a risk for international fraud, and some will not send their. Oh, I see, HD. Thank you, HD, man. I didn't know that. I don't use it because my credit union in the United States, they don't require me that 2-factor authentication. They let me authenticate email. They just email me. I get it on my email, and then I type the authentication. Maybe the credit unions maybe are more lenient than, maybe they're easier to access than a regular bank in the U.S. I know it's an issue, that two-factor authentication. And then the times that I've needed the authentication, the government places in the U.S. I know they need that authentication, and I just use my sister in Houston. I'll be like talking to my sister, texting her, "Hey sis, they're gonna send you a code. Send it to me." That's how I get. That's how I get around that. That's how I get around that. And not many sites anymore that I access that needs that. That needs the I can't remember the last time my sister and I had to do that. I think it's been over a year since the last time, because I'm pretty much moved away from the American system. The only attachment I have in America is my military pension goes to my credit union, and that my credit union, I've maintained that because I can write checks here and deposit the checks in my bank, Philippine banker. That's about the only connection I have in America. And even in 3 years, when I collect my Social Security, I plan on just flying to Manila to the Social Security department at the U.S. Embassy, open my account with Social Security. I'm told I can get started like 3 months before I turn 62. And my Philippine bank will work. They will send the money, my Social Security, to a Philippine bank. So I don't have to like maneuver that banking. And if ever I have to show proof of life, I think that's a big issue for Americans as far as like Social Security proof of life, that's showing you're still alive. I'll just fly to Manila. I'll go to the Social Security department. Hey, I'm here checking in, it's like, and make a vacation out of it, visit places in Luzon while I do it, so I don't think it's I think people make it a bigger thing than what it is, as far as like, I don't see any reason why all the money donated or contributed to Social Security. I don't see a problem of me collecting that retired here in the Philippines. I see many expats living here in the Philippines on Social Security alone, so I know they're getting their checks. And I've heard, they're saying maybe in 2030 something reduce on. So for me, it's like Social Security will just be a bonus anyway. I have my military pension till the day I die, so Social Security would just supplement our income here. It will just be nice to finally get something from Social Security after contributing to it for so many years in America. Hey, Tootie Hood Farms, my good friend Shane. All right, Shane, thank you for making the live stream, my brother. Gino, family and friends here. Good bid on. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the wedding, man. James and Karen are amazing. If I could say, if there are two people meant for each other and are perfect for each other, has the same interest, it's them two, man. You could just see the love on them two. I'm just happy I got to witness it. That it's good to be around that vibe. It's like I love it when you can be around that good vibe. Pork adobo. I don't think they had pork adobo. They had lechon, man. The lechon was like delicious. They even had like barbecue ribs at the wedding reception. Delicious. I know Leanna was happy with the meal. That the wedding meal at the reception. My Jeff event. Hi Gino, nice to see you here. Thanks for letting us know you're live. Meyer, all right. We'll have coffee rest of the time. But all right, for sure. If you make it out to Aklan, if you make it to Boracay, always Dazel and I, we always make an effort to meet our subscribers, people that want to meet us. You guys are important to us. We can do the channel without you guys. You guys are the channel. It's not Dazel and I. Thanks HD. All right, OB. I think somebody had given super chat earlier, but I can't find it now, man. I thought it was gonna pop up, but it's not popping up. I don't want to miss saying thank you to the person. I think I saw, oh, because I see there's somebody had sent a, super chat. Maybe you can help me, HD. I can't find that. I don't want to miss not saying thank you to that person that gave. HD. All right. I considered it. Open a Google Voice. Ooh, it can be spoofed, man. HD, man, he's the high tech guy, man. HD knows a lot about telecommunications, engineering, and HD is my go-to guy. Oh, all right, Ria. You're always on my thoughts and prayers. Um, Florida has a huge tax-free back-to-school sale in early August. Lots of PCs. Oh, yeah, nice. You might want to get that new PC, man, since you're headed here soon to the Philippines, Daniel. Ooh, I see Dazel, and I see Chloe. Good morning, babe.
Morning, Daddy.
Good morning. All right. All right. Good morning, babe. Love you. Deneen, all right. Our flight leaves tomorrow and we'll be in Manila June 1st. Safe travels, Dan and Neen from California. Safe travels, my friends. No worries, no worries. Someday I'm sure you'll make it out to Boracay. Everybody, one time, if they come to the Philippines, I know Boracay is one of the places where everybody likes to go. So I'm sure if you don't make it on this trip, no worries, my friend. I would love to get pictures of you guys though on your trip here in the Philippines. When you vacation at like spots, I know. Yeah, I think you mentioned you're gonna be in the Laguna, maybe Batangas, and I know they have a lot of tourist areas in those places. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry, don't worry. If you're in our neighborhood, we would definitely want to meet you guys and hang out. I wish that was me. Oh, Kip, you don't worry, Kip. You'll get your turn. You'll get your turn, Kip. It's like you're always in my thoughts and prayers too, Kip. I know everything's gonna work out, and then Kip was already scheduled to come here in October, but he had to postpone. But hopefully everything works out, and he can schedule that trip again. I hope I got connected. My sister, my Ate Jude. Hey, I'm glad you got connected, Ate Jude. I'm glad. Oh, babe, I'll tell her attitude because my sister messaged me this morning. I got it when I woke up, and she had sent us a balikbayan. She had sent Dazel a balikbayan box, so I know Dazel will be happy to hear that. I know she can't wait to because the balikbayan box that my sister's sending, it's all like a secret, like surprise what's in it, and Dazel loves surprises, so that's gonna be fun for Dazzle opening that balikbayan box. I'm sure we'll film that when we get the balikbayan box that you sent, Ate Jude. Thank you so much, Ate Jude. I love you. I love you, sis. I like your T-shirt. I have a U.S. Navy myself. All right, all right. Hey, many Navy veterans and retirees on our channel. The Navy guys actually outnumber us Air Force guys on our channel. But hey, we're all brothers in arms. It's like I worked with a lot of Navy people. My last assignment was in Misawa Air Base, Japan. And our base in Misawa is like half Navy, half Air Force. So I worked with many Navy guys. I had friends that were in the Navy at Misawa. I learned a lot during that. That was an assignment where I learned a lot about the Navy, how the how the ranks in the Navy work, how it's a little different, similar but different. There's a lot of things that the Navy does a little different than the Air Force. All right, said I. All right, smarter biz coaching. All right, tuning in while sipping on my. Hey man, I not mad at you. You know, I know. You know me and my coffee, man. I love my French vanilla brewed coffee at 7-Eleven. Anytime I can just sit there, sip on my coffee, watch the sunrise, sunshine. You know, it's like a blessing each time. A blessing each time I do it.
I heard the balikbayan
Yeah,
box.
babe. Ate Jude sent you a balikbayan box. It's already on the way.
What?
Yeah, so I know that Dazzle was happy to hear that. She can't believe that she's getting a balikbayan, and it's just for Dazzle. I might have something in there, but mostly for Dazzle, and I'm sure for Leanna too. I'm sure Ate Jude is sending stuff for Dazzle and Leanna.
You will have stuff there.
I know, I know. I'm just kidding. I know my sister will send me something in there. Oh yeah, Boracay from 20 years ago. It's not even the same Boracay anymore. I remember my first trip to Boracay was when I was stationed at Clark, and then I went to Boracay again like early 2000s, and even from the when I moved there in 2011, back 20 years ago, Boracay was mostly made of bamboo, wood, and nipa material. Not many buildings back then. Now it's mostly buildings. Buildings on White Beach anyway. White Beach is just building after building are cement structures are being built on White Beach now. All right, Sergeant USA, buy me coffee. All right, thank you. Appreciate that, Daniel. Dazzle and I will use it in Boracay when we get there for dinner tonight or the next few days. We'll definitely thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Daniel.
So
We,
many blessings.
huh?
So many
So
blessings.
many blessings. Dazzle said, so many blessings. So many blessings. We just purchased 3 lots near 100 Islands on Luzon. It was a deal I couldn't resist. The looking for farm into. Oh, all right then. I know Pangasinan. I know Pangasinan. Dazzle and I've taken her to Pangasinan, and during my youth, growing up in the Philippines, when we lived in Manila, Pangasinan was one of the trips. 100 Islands. I've been there a couple of times. One of the trips where my family would take during the summer vacation. So I know that area. Lots of expats actually live in Pangasinan because it's beach. Beach is what attracts people to Pangasinan, San Fernando, La Union, like the surfing area in Luzon, known for surfing. So that's why a lot of people move to Pangasinan. Good area of the Philippines. I feel you, brother. I have a MacBook and it lags with the video editing and processing. Oh, I know, man. It's like I don't worry about. It's the same thing. We have an old laptop. Actually, Ruben gave us a new laptop. My friend Ruben from San Diego. He lives in Calibo now. He gave me a new laptop, but we're still using the old laptop. I figure until this dies, but I'll start moving, editing the videos maybe on Ruben's laptop.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe because I'm sure it'll operate better because our old laptop we've had this laptop now for at least 5 years, and it lags too when we edit the videos. It's tricky when you have to edit a video and it's lagging because you can't like just hit it to work to edit it right. All right, thank you, Kip. Click the like. All right, thank you, Kip. I can't see that. 28. It's got 28 likes now, Kip. I'm getting sunshine from
Hi,
the background.
Kate.
Yeah. Dazzle says, hello, Kip. Dazzle's gonna cut Chloe's hair. Like her hands get furry, like on the bottom. So Dazzle always has to trim it because she likes like chewing on her like paw. So she's gonna trim it right now before we head out because Chloe's coming with us to Boracay this time.
You heard it.
Then it depends on the components. RAM, CPU. It doesn't have if you list the specs, I I can guess what kind. Yeah, good, good. I'm telling you, man. HD knows all this technical stuff. Peanut butter travels. Yes, present. All right. Southern Cal Benny. Hi, Gino. Yeah, I saw in the news of Boracay going too fast. Ended on the opposite lanes and collide. I know, man. It's like I worry. It's like that's why I'm hoping we can either ride the bus. At least it's bigger, and then if we can find a van where I can just rent the van to take us to Boracay, I'll rent it. And ride by ourselves. Oh, Red Bread. Okay, I'm glad I finally got to the super chat. Thank you, Red Bread. Appreciate the super chat, my brother. Bless you, bro. Love your heart. You are so. Oh, thank you, my brother. And I hope to meet you one day, my brother. I hope you come here to the Philippines, visit our area. Would love to meet you because I think we are kindred spirits. I think we both just like to share the blessing, make people happy, be a positive force. Like I always say, there's enough negativity in the world, man, and it's like I just want to be good and do good. That's all I want to do the rest of my life. Thanks for your support. All right, all right. Hello, Kuya. Mayor Bert. All right. Hello. All good, HD. My blessings to give. Oh, thank you again, Rev Fred. Ray, my friend in Sacramento. All right. Hi, my brother. Were you one of the Sioux Dog? Oh, yeah, I was a Sioux Dog, man. At Suwan, man. I remember that. Sioux Dog. That last bus going back was loud. I've been on that bus. Man. What Ray is talking about. I was stationed at Suwon Air Base in Korea. Suwon Air Base was a Korean base. It was the basic training for the Korean Air Force. The recruits, and there was a small contingent of Air Force personnel on that base, including us. I was medical that work at that Korean base. There was only 30 of us in the clinic, small clinic. We had 2 flight surgeons and 1 dentist. That was all, and then we were the rest of the medical support. So very tiny clinic. The whole base, I would say at the time, not even 500 active duty Air Force people were assigned to Suwon. And we were 1 hour away to Osan. Osan Air Base was the bigger base in Korea. A lot more active duty people stationed there. And where Suwon was, I think we only had maybe 2-3 bars. That when we go out the main gate, we had 2-3 bars. Whereas Suwon had 50 or more bars. So on a Friday night, we had a bus that would take us to Osan, and we could hit the bars. Military people. We like to drink, and I used to like to drink. Back in my youth. This was my early 20s when I was in Korea. So. Past midnight, there was a last bus that we have to catch from Osan to Suwon, and like Ray was saying, we were called the Sioux Dogs. Dogs like DAWGS, Suwon dogs. It got loud on the bus because it's a bunch of drunk guys headed back to Suwon, but it was fun. Good memories of Korea for sure. Daniel, all right, thumbs up. All right, Daniel, thank you, Dan. Like, thumbs up. I know, Ate June. I know Kuya June lives in Zamboanguita.
Ate Jude.
My cousin lives in Zamboanguita, Dumaguete, and he owns a resort. He is building a resort in Zamboanguita, Dumaguete. Good morning, Jane, the ultimate Filipina. Good morning. Ray, hey, how's it going? Good to see you on the live stream, my friend. Leslie Ferguson said hi. All right, Leslie, hello. We live 30 minutes away from Galveston. We're here in Clear Lake, 15 minutes from Nessa. All right. There you go, Expat. I think Brian was asking me that attitude, where you guys live, and I could never tell him where you guys live because I know you guys kind of move around. My sister like moves around. She's got 3 kids that live in the Houston area, so she kind of moves around between the 3 kids. So Clear Lake, 15 minutes away from Nassau is where my sister lives now. Hey, all right, Bernie, my friend in Canada, you made it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. New Braunfels, I know New Braunfels, man. Kyle Rathburn, I know where New Braunfels is because I lived in San Antonio, Texas for 4 years in the early 95, 99. I lived in Brooks Air Force Base in Texas was my assignment in San Antonio, Texas. And New Braunfels, I've made trips to New Braunfels before. No customer service or that we won't allow it. Next year, that's why I keep telling Dazel, Dazel, one time she wanted to try working in Boracay customer service. I told Dazel, it's not a fun job to be in customer service. There's just customers that you can never please, or that are mean even. So I told Dazzle, she would not be happy working in customer service. I need to learn to edit video. Have a bunch of video I haven't really even looked at. My trip to the US. Hey man, if you want to video chat with me, Bernie, I'll help you. There's free apps that you can use. Like us, we use it's called Shotcut. We're pretty good with Shotcut now, and it's a free app. We don't even pay a monthly. We use their basic service on Shotcut. It's easy, and the beginning it was hard to learn. Dazzle had to learn it, and then she taught me. But now, we both edited many videos, so it's easy now. It's just like anything else. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. Editing. And I'm sure there's a lot more free apps now that you can use that are easy to use. Yeah, HD is correct. It's just like there's so many free apps that you can use, and they all work differently. So it's just a matter of picking one and just going to their tutorials, making shorter videos in the beginning, and then just trying to get more. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it. Because all our videos we edit through Shotcut, for the 3 years, and I think we've got close to 800 videos now. So to us, editing videos now, takes us like 30 minutes. It doesn't even take us long anymore to edit. And our videos are simple anyway. We don't add music. Music is what gets you in trouble with YouTube. That's because of the copyright. That's why even at the wedding yesterday, I had to cut certain section because they're playing loud music yesterday, and a lot of it is copyrighted music. So what I do is there's 8 seconds where YouTube will catch the copyrighted song, so you can cut it at 5 seconds and just cut. That's why when James and Karen were walking into the reception, it's all cut. I cut it 5 seconds, and I cut it. They were dancing. I cut it. That's the trick. That way you don't hit that 8 seconds where YouTube will copyright you. You learn these little tricks the more you do YouTube because you got it's the system we work with. YouTube is they own the system, so we have to work using the rules, YouTube rules. Yeah, not sure where to start. Yeah. Look at Shotcut, Bernie. Download Shotcut, SHOTCUT. That way, if you have any questions, you can question me. We're connected on WhatsApp, man. So any questions you have using WhatsApp, I can guide you through it. Chris, Saka Rojas, saan ka sa... Oh, I'm not in Rojas, my brother. We're in Aklan. Rojas is not far, though. Rojas City, we're only 2 hours away from Rojas City. Not very far at all. We will be there, actually, on the 21st 21st of June because we wanted to support our friend Michael and Kat at the Canadian Beaver. They're having their 1 year anniversary of the Resto Bar. Big Mike's got a big event planned, like singers invited. So a big event, So we want to support our friends, so that we're gonna go out there to their 1 year anniversary of the Canadian Beaver. Oh, you're in Rojas. All right. Hey, many people, I know foreigners. I know are moving to Rojas City. I know there's many. There's many. All right. Thank you. Thank you, HD. Once, Daniel said, once I moved there, plan to live in Aklan or Rojas areas. When I grew up, like to try. That's all right, man. Hey, that's the thing, they're all those areas are so close to each other. It's like when you get here, Daniel, you can try Aklan, you can go to Calibo here, you can try Boracay, you can go to Rojas City, you can go to Iloilo. They're within from here to Calibo, Rojas is only like 2 hours, and then Iloilo is about 3.5. So you're in the vicinity, Panay Island, So you get plenty to choose from here, That's why, when people contact me, I tell them, man, it's like I've traveled extensively in the Philippines, and Panay Island just offers a lot, I know many people dream about like Surigao and Palawan because like they see the beaches in Surigao and Palawan. The comment earlier, I had to reply on the comment. The thing that with Surigao and Palawan, beautiful, amazing places, I think perfect for vacation. But for me, the one thing lacking in those areas is medical care, good medical care. And I'm getting older, man. In a month and a half, I'm like 59 years old. And as we get older, it's inevitable that you're gonna get sick or illnesses. And those places aren't built for it. It's like I know in Surigao Island and I know in Palawan, there's not many TRICARE medical facilities there. So my insurance is not going to be even taken. So for me, just for me, my opinion, that's why for me, if you're coming here to the Philippines, Panay Island, is perfect. And my second choice, Panglao, Bohol, because in Panglao, you're within 2 hours by ferry to Cebu City. You can go to Dumaguete City. Both places like Panay Island, you got Iloilo, it's just centrally located. You have access to good medical care. And, for us, the guys that are getting older, that is so important. That's important. You can't like disregard your health, and availability of good medical care. Like I said, beautiful. I mean, Surigao is like awesome, but they just don't have the infrastructure for good medical care there. Same thing in Palawan. It's like I have not heard of a good hospital. I know they have hospitals there. Don't get me wrong, but there's just not like if you need something big like a stroke or cancer or there's just not facilities there. They just won't have like radiation treatment. They just won't have MRI machines. That is needed. As we get older. What device? All right. I'm on my phone at the moment. GoPro. You can edit videos. You can edit videos, Bernie, on your phone. Dazel, that's where Dazel edits like our what's that? The shorts. Yeah, Dazel does all the short videos on her phone. Cupcat.
It's free.
Cap CAPCUT CapCut.
CAPCUT.
Yeah, CAPCUT is what Dazzle uses on fire. I don't even know how to use CupCat. That's why I'm saying Dazzle's more technical than me, man. I'm not like a technical. I'm not a technical person. I have an IT degree at STI College Calibo, but this new gadgets, it's like after I graduated in Yeah, Cupcat right there. Yeah, all right, Bernie. That he messaged me. He's got Cupcat, and after I graduated in 2016, it's like I haven't opened a college book or new things to learn. It's like I let Dazzle learn it, and she teaches me. That works. That works good, right, babe? It's easier that way, man. Dazzle, man, she can learn anything easy, man. She's like Ramil San Pedro. Hello, hello, Ramil. Have I missed the live stream, Bernie? No, no, you haven't. You're there, man. We see you, Bernie. We see you, Bernie. Man, you got the new Apple 16 Pro Max, man. You can do some serious editing on videos on your phone, man. That's like the latest. Yeah, just need to take time. All right, that's good. Thanks for helping Bernie HD. Eileen, are there ukay-ukays in Boracay? Oh yeah, Eileen. Yeah, I tell you, Eileen. Oh, Eileen, there's plenty of ukay-ukay for Dazzle. She will not get bored in Boracay regarding She loves the ukay-ukay in Boracay because they cater more into like, bikinis, board shorts, island stuff, is what they cater more in Boracay. So, Dazzle loves the ukay-ukay in Boracay. All right, we're looking forward to hanging out again. It will be what our third year in a row hanging out, hanging out in Ati-Atihan. It's can't wait for you and Joel to make it back for Ati-Atihan. We'll go sad again with the Cipriano Plaza building. We enjoyed that. We enjoyed that. And that kid, she goes, and that kid, I don't know, man. She's turning into a teenager now. Eileen, she's getting taller every time, man. Leanna's like, she's still a kid. Maybe we'll call her a big kid. She's not a tiny kid anymore.
Always like, I miss Ate Aileen.
Oh yeah, she always says she misses you, Eileen and Joel. I think you guys are Leanna's favorite. Morning, Dazzle, Chloe. All right, Kip says good morning to Dazzle is trimming Chloe's paws. Like she's got the rechargeable clipper for dogs. Let me show them, babe. This is pretty cool because it's quiet. It doesn't make a lot of noise. This is like a rechargeable. It's wall for like specific for dogs. Really quiet because I can do the live stream and you can hardly hear it. She's cutting Chloe's hair, giving her a puppy cut. Chloe's hair grows fast. No, babe, no? Her hair always grows. That's why we got her the electric clippers. Don't forget the umbrella. That's why Kip says, we never forget umbrella, Kip, especially this time of year, Kip. Between the sun and the rain, that's why we have an umbrella.
Thank you, babe. I have to get the umbrella in the car.
Yeah. So Dazzle says thank you, Kip. She's busy trimming. She's busy trimming Chloe right now. For rain and sun. I know, right? For rain and sun. That's why I use the umbrella. Yeah, I got my raincoat ready. Dazzle's got a raincoat too. So bring your raincoat too with a hoodie, babe. Yeah. Dazzle's got her raincoat. That's why we're not worried going to Boracay because June in Boracay, I would say like mid-June, we can expect more rain in Boracay. But like I said, man, I love Boracay in the rain. It doesn't bother me at all to go to the beach with my umbrella, walking around in the rain. It's just less people. It's like we're prepared. We're prepared for Boracay. Yeah, HD. Kip has been giving Dazzle a hard time with the umbrella the last 3 years. She always reminds Dazzle of the umbrella. Dazzle used to carry these cute umbrellas with the design, but my sister had given Dazzle a bigger umbrella, the Coach.
Yeah.
and then the Chanel. So that's what Dazzle uses. Now me, I just buy like the cheap 150 peso umbrella here in the Philippines, about $2.50 umbrella here. That way, when I forget it, I just like, oh, where's my umbrella? Okay, I'll just buy another one. I don't like spending a lot of money on umbrella because umbrellas. You always got, when you're going to the malls here, when you're going to a building, they want you to leave it to check in or leave it at the door. So it's easy to like get busy in a store. Next thing you know, you're walking out there without it and getting home, and you go, oh, where's my umbrella? So that's why I don't like carrying expensive umbrella. I'm good with like the cheap bargain umbrellas they have here. Can I ask how much you pay a month for private school? All right, for private school, that would depend where you live. If you live in the province or you live in the city. If you live in the province, like here in Calibo, for a year tuition for a private school in Calibo, probably around $1,000, 30,000, 25,000 to 30,000 pesos a semester, and you got 2 semesters in the school year. So about $1,000 for tuition here in the province. Now, if you go to Iloilo and want to enroll your kid in like a Ateneo, nice, one of the best private schools in the country, not just Iloilo, you're looking double that, at least $2,000 for a private school. But your kid, if my friend Ivan just registered, he came from Canada. He's got a 6-year-old that he just enrolled in Ateneo in Iloilo City. That kid's gonna get the premium education, not only great education, discipline. That kid's gonna be respectful the rest of her life. It's gonna provide that kid with a solid foundation, because kids here in the Philippines, they can't act up in school. Like, I know in the States, teachers have to be careful with kids. Kids here are respectful when it comes to their teachers. Even the 6th graders were Liana. They're all like, they always they have to pray in school. They have to respect their teachers. You don't want to act not respectful here in school. That would not go well for a kid here. It's just that they won't hurt the kid. It's just that they don't want that image that, they're a bad kid or got sent to the principal. You'll hear it from your parents. If your parents have to pick you up in school here from the principal office, that's not good for a kid, and that doesn't happen here. One thing I noticed, private school, public school in the Philippines, kids are respectful to their teachers here. Brother G. Hey, all right. Now I know your handle, your Aspire Life. Now I know you, Brother C. All right. Glad you can make it. Glad you made it. Guapo. Brother C is on the thing, man. He called me guapo. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. It was good looking. I wouldn't be single. Come on now, man. Brother C always gives me a hard time. Me and him have become really good friends over the years, and since the beginning of our channel, we give each other a hard time. He wants me to be the godfather of his kids someday, man. What's the Canadian? All right, Bernie. All right. Yeah, you're Canadian, man. You got to support a Canadian here, man. All right, hey, thank you, Brother C. Appreciate the super chat, my friend. Stay safe out there in California. Can't wait for you to when you head back here to the Philippines. All right, Kip. Oh, Kip, all right. Oh man. Babe, Kip gave us a super chat, $19.99. He says, dinner is on me. What? So our first dinner, Kip, will be on you. Thank you, my brother. We're gonna enjoy that.
Thank you,
where are we eating? With the That will be, of course, that will be Dazzle's choice, Skip. Where we're gonna. I'm just along for the ride, you know. Dazzle is the boss.
Gelato.
You gelato. You heard that, Kip. Dazzle is gonna buy gelato tonight. Dinner and gelato.
Yeah. Thank you, kid. Gonna get ready.
And we use a shortcut. SHOTCUT. We've used it for all our videos since the beginning. Dazzle learned how to use shortcut and she taught me how to use it. Brother C, he said, I'm really 38. I have not been 38 in so long, Brother C. I wish I was 38 sometimes, but I'm happy to be 58, my brother. 59 soon, you know, in August. My birthday's in August 1st, so I'll be 59 August 1st. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. HD CapCut. CapCut is what Dazzle uses on her phone. But most of the time we edit our videos using Shortcut, CapCut for the short. The short Dazzle does. The short Dazzle just films on her phone and then she edits on her phone. So she doesn't even use the GoPro. Ooh, Da Vinci Resolve. I haven't heard that, HD. I haven't heard that. Da Vinci Resolve before. Thank you, HD. All right. Those are the same clippers I use. Daniel said he uses the same clippers that you use on Chloe. The wall, maybe the brand, but this one is specific to dogs.
For dogs.
Yeah, this one's specific for dogs because you see that dog right there, Daniel. This is like, I love it because it's rechargeable, no batteries needed, and then it's quiet. You know, usually. We had an old clipper that Chloe freaks out because it's too loud. But this one's super quiet, so Chloe's almost falling asleep when Dazzle cuts her hair now.
But same thing, babe. I need your help with her.
Oh, yeah. In the front? All right. No worries. We're getting to, we're already in the 1 hour and 2 hour mark. So I'm going to end the live stream here soon anyway. So we can head to Boracay, you know. So we're excited to head to Boracay.
I told Liana that I was gonna miss her,
Yeah.
but she was like, I'm not gonna miss you.
Oh, she'll miss you. You guys always give each other a hard time, but I know you.
Maybe.
She
Oh.
said maybe like this much.
Yeah, she'll say that, but Liana will say that she won't miss her ate or Dazzle, but. Tonight, I'm sure she'll be on a video call. She'll be like, "What are you guys doing?"
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I don't believe her. I know she'll miss you. You are her partner in crime, going to 7-Eleven.
I think she's gonna miss me.
Yeah, I know she will. I know she'll miss you.
She's just showing me.
All right,
a
Angie,
cold
thank you
heart.
for your. How refreshing. All right, old man. All right. Sandip Don. Hi. Hello. I would never consider having kids in USA. I am very open to kids in it. All right, Daniel. Here, squeeze by, Dave. That way, Dazzle is getting ready you're already finished packing, babe. I'm already finished. I just gotta
Yeah.
throw in this laptop.
I have a one backpack and then a duffel bag.
A duffel bag. Do you have room for this laptop in your bag? You
Yeah,
said?
I do.
All right, cool.
So your laptop won't be like
Heavy.
as heavy.
Yeah, Dazzle always makes sure my bags are lighter than her bags.
Yeah.
Because she's got more strength now than me. You know, since my
See this?
she got guns. She can
Guys.
you know. Dazzle doesn't even make me lift anything heavy. Even those the 5-gallon water containers. Dazzle don't like me lifting that. You know, ever since my chemo treatments. You know, strength is not one of my attributes anymore. So
And
Dazzle's
that's
always.
always been my strength. Just
Yeah. Dazzle always been strong. Dazzle always been
Just
strong.
kidding, guys. I can't believe I can lift all the fruits
Good
that I bought,
night,
babe.
Textbed. Good night, Brian. Good night, Brian. Night. All right, old man. Bit of a learning curve. All right, you know that's what HD uses. The Da Vinci Resolve
Oh, for editing.
for editing.
Wow.
That's why his videos
Is
are
it
so
free?
nice.
For sure.
Probably
no.
not. Probably not. Probably
Yeah.
not. It sounds too fancy to be free. Da
Yeah,
Vinci.
the Vinci.
Da Vinci. It sounds. Oh, I mentioned about the Google Nest. You know that thing that Gray gave for Leanna. I haven't registered Leanna for
Yeah.
that.
Well, we can see it. Leanna's hiding it.
Oh, I know. I don't know where. All right, Jumpy. There's Jumpy. He says thanks.
Bye, Janty.
Bye, Jumpy. Bye, Jumpy.
HD software that ending software.
Dog soldiers in the army. All right. There's Ray, Sacramento, baby.
Hi, Ray.
Safe travels. Thank you, HD.
Thank you, HD.
Thank you.
Our
Have a good
moderator.
weekend. Have a good trip to. All right. Thank you,
Thank
Tanya.
you,
We
thank
will.
you, Tanya.
We're excited for this
Yeah,
trip,
we're
and
so
then with the
excited.
beautiful weather now too. So it's gonna be fun.
Mom's not back home yet.
What's that?
Mama?
I think she left early because she wanted to get her eyeglasses fixed in Calibo.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wanted to leave early. She'll be back. We can wait for her to head back. I
Yeah.
can focus on moderating James and Karen. All right, go ahead, HD. All right. Thank you for moderating here, brother. Thank you. I didn't know they were gonna go live this morning, man. But
Yeah.
that's good. HD. Thank you. Stay safe. All right, I think this is the bottom. I can't push up anymore. Scott
Yeah.
Air. Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Scott. Thank you for joining the live stream. So we're pretty much all packed. Gonna double check. Make sure we didn't leave anything. And if we leave anything, it's not a big thing. Hey, enjoy vacation. We will. This will actually be Dazzle's and I extended vacation, just the two of us, in a long time. I can't remember, since I was done with treatments, when we had Leanna move in with us 2 years ago. We haven't been away like this long. We used to do it all the time. We used to go to Luzon. We used to go to Dumaguete. We used to go to places. But, since we had Leanna, it kind of we can't just leave her for an extended period. But now we can with mom being with us,
Yeah.
because we know mom, she'll take good care of Leanna. Leanna's spoiled with her mom.
They're actually like best friends.
They're best friends. I know. They're like,
Actually, guys, I am the mother.
you're the
My
mother.
first daughter is Liana, and then the youngest is my mom.
The two of them. They're always laughing here or watching TV. They're always.
We call Mama Bunso.
Yeah. They call their mom the bunso. Bunso is the youngest.
The
The youngest.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Ivan. All right, thank you,
Yeah.
Ivan.
Hi.
That's Antonio Tuque. That's Ivan.
I was really looking forward to
To meet them, but our
kiddos.
trip got postponed. But we will meet them.
Yeah, well, for sure,
They got
for sure.
settled into a new condo anyway,
Yeah.
babe. And their kid got enrolled in Ateneo, so they're all set. They're
Yeah.
all getting into a
For
nice
sure,
group.
we will see each other.
Yeah, for sure we'll see each other on our next trip to Iloilo
The
City.
kiddos.
The kiddos. Hey, Kip, thank you again. Thank you again for
Hope you
the
both have-
super chat.
I know I'll provide. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do the live stream from Boracay, so that'll be fun to do it from.
Yeah.
Look at the LOL. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining the live stream. Appreciate it. Appreciate your continued support. It's a real blessing that we share our life with you and you share your lives with us. We
Yeah.
couldn't do the channel without everyone's support. Really appreciate everyone. Thank you so much.
Kyle.
All right, Kyle.
Enjoy
All
your-
right.
yeah.
We will have fun. This is gonna be an amazing time for Dazzle and I.
And Chloe.
Love you guys. Love you, Kip. Love you,
Love you,
our good
Kip.
friend. Love you.
Ate June!
Talk to you soon. You gotta talk to her because of the Balikbayan box.
Oh, yeah,
Ate,
yeah.
we're gonna call you right now, Ate Jude. When we end this, Dazzle will talk because she's excited about her Balikbayan box.
Yeah,
All right. Take care, everyone.
Bye guys.
Bye.